Hello, how you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. He don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some
Alright, we're
Gucci
gonna
shoes.
figure. Girl. So I'm back. So I had to abruptly end the previous video because wifely duties was calling me. I had to safely guide my baby to work, you know what I'm saying? Give him his kiss, make sure he tied his tie, things like that, doing my wifely duties, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm back without further ado. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, it's all in the description box, okay? And again, everything I say here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Girl, I don't know shit. But I mean, well, technically, scientifically, I don't know shit. But spiritually, I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Intuitively, yeah. You know, I'm an intuitive tarot reader. So I'm gonna tell y'all. So let's start where we left off at. First of all, and don't mind my dog that's underneath of me, my fur baby, the other man in my life, Lex Luthor. Lex with two X's, Lexx Luthor. Okay. So look, I was busy doing an oracle reading for Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty. I told y'all that there was disturbance in their marriage. They're not really equally yoked. I feel like it's some things when it comes to her being famous that is a factor. I feel like there's some messages from the universe that one or both of them need to pay attention to. I feel like there's some receipts about old stuff or about stuff from the past or things that has been hidden that's going to come out. I believe this is like a not only is this things coming around again with recycle, but I also feel like because I have recycle right here, I also feel like this is a cycle for one or both of them that if you don't change certain behaviors, you continue with the cycle, you don't learn the lesson, and spirit wants them to learn the lesson. I do feel like there's some things when it comes to this red door that I talked about, and I was talking about keys not fitting doors. Okay. And technically, if a key doesn't fit a lock, it's not the lock's fault. Technically, the key is not meant for this door. So, what I'm really saying in a nutshell, it's about being unequally yoked. It's about dealing with a man that you feel like you guys have a soul tie with, and you have to cut the string. But technically, I personally believe that your spirit guides, we don't have as much say so about who our soul family. You know who you're supposed to be with. I feel like you have options, but it's not that many, and you probably got like three or something like that, and then if one don't work, then another point in your life, the other one comes in, or whatever the case may be. Y'all see what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is something going on. The door that he's supposed to have for complete stability is not opening for him, right? Because maybe this is not his door that he's supposed to open. I also believe that it's like they're trying to shield their marriage and shield their relationship put on a united front, but the messages are coming in. It's like the universe is calling someone's number and they're leaving voicemails. So you got to answer at some point. You got to acknowledge it at some point. And I feel like a lot of stuff is going to be happening when it comes to them too, around between fall and probably Christmas, fall and winter. So from this date all the way to the end of the year, whatever the case may be, it's going to be a lot of changes in their relationship, because that's what the universe is trying to tell somebody and trying to let them know, right, that this key does not match this door. It's a faulty key, not a faulty lock. So that's what I got so far going on. And also with this red door, it reminds me of the originals, right? It was at one point, I forgot which original brother it was. It was the one that was Elijah. Elijah had this thing when it comes, because they were vampires, right? Ooh. Elijah has this thing that he compartmentalized certain things, right? And in his mind. And the red door represents all the things that he didn't want to think about. All the deviant, demonic stuff he's ever done, right? He compartmentalized it in this red door. His guilt, his shame, his deviance, all that type of stuff, that's what's behind the red door. I also feel like there's something about that, the receipts. I really do feel like if y'all, I showed y'all all the cards in part 1, but I'm just keeping it right here because I got to keep going. There is receipts about this red door, about an Aries, that is supposed to be this other woman's anchor. I have to figure out what my child is doing. Like, look up. What you got? See, I don't need you choking. Hold on, y'all. Why do you have that in your mouth, baby? Why? Now, here's the problem. When I'm reading tarot, my fur baby wants to do this. You see this? An LOL doll head that he got from the kids' room. He wants to eat it, gnaw on it, I don't know, almost choke on it. And he's like a big baby that I have to look after as well. So that's what he's been doing. So I got to be cautious with him and be mindful and be vigilant, just like the universe is telling Nicki Minaj to be vigilant about what's going on in her marriage, right? And about who this person is and what's really behind this red door, right? That's just what that is. But she wants this. She feels tethered, tied to him, connected, soul tied, whatever you want to say. She feels like there's a strong relationship. She feels like she has to be with him, right? But the problem is the key doesn't match the lock. But I'm going to keep these, and I've been wanting to pull them. I've been wanting to take these cards up, but I'm being told to keep it down, right? Because every time I'm like, no. So I'm going to keep these right here because they may have something to do with something. So let's get into this. Get down. What you doing there? See? So let's go into, I don't know if I want to do haunted house or I want to go down the rabbit hole. We're going to go down the, no, because what is hunting them behind this red door? It's symbolic. It's a theme here. I'm going to do behind the door. Now, Kenneth did this interview, the interrogation interview in 1994. What is behind this red door? What is behind this red door? I think I'm going to have to put him up. Hold on, y'all. Let me put him up. it is a distraction for me. So what I had to do was I had to take a whole piece of chicken and put it in his little house and lock him in his house just to do this reading. So look, there's something going on behind this red door. So I'm going to be using the Hunter House Tarot, and we're going to figure out about this interview. So what I specifically want to know, because I want to ask a specific question. There's a lot of things that went on. He said one thing in this interview. Then there was a letter that was produced by Jennifer and her adoptive family that Jennifer said that she was trying to recant her story, but in reality, she said that she was being harassed and things like that, and her family was scared, so they made her do that. So, let's ask. And I'm being distracted, so I feel like something doesn't want me to know because he was just acting up. So let's see. Let's see. What was the energy surrounding Jennifer writing the letter, or her family writing that letter, and everything when it comes to that? Let's ask that. 1, 2, 3. She was being manipulated. Okay, now first of all, let's get it more clear. The King of Swords is in a reverse. It's cold, it's manipulative, and it's lying. I believe that energies could be that way. Hold on one more time, y'all, because this baby just won't stop it. Lex, I'm not doing this with you. I'm trying to do something. I don't get to do anything like this lately. You gonna stop? And see, look at me being a sucker. Hold on, y'all. You need to stop. And let me finish my reading. Oh, God. I didn't knock those stuff. Okay, so that whole thing with that letter, it was cold. It was strategic. Yeah, it was. It was a very strategic letter. It was very much so somebody was manipulated and somebody was lying. Okay, in that letter within itself. Also, there's a lot of feminine influence surrounding that letter. Okay. The 7 of Pentacles, something got to do with money. Being sneaky. So technically, that letter was a lie. Somebody was offered some type of money. The 7 of Swords, being sneaky, deceitful, strategic. So that letter was false. And I think what the universe is doing is showing you what this is, right? Because for a time, people was calling Jennifer a liar. But the problem is, it's showing you what it really is. People look at that video and then they act like they don't understand why people are calling that a smoking gun, when in fact, if you've been following the case, you would see why people are calling it that. You would see that he was caught red-handed with the same underwear on when he assaulted her, and it's semen in it, and semen in her panties, and he tried to say he never seen her and he ain't had sex with her at all, and she was never over his house. This is the thing. That letter was strategically written to manipulate the case. It was a lie. It was deceitful. And it got something to do with someone getting some type of monetary gain from it. I would not be surprised if someone offered her, because mind you, she was a foster kid. They got adopted by foster parents. She not adopted, but she was in the care of foster parents. Her foster parents got paid. You know, got paid. That's just what it was. So it's an obvious truth that he's lying, and it's an obvious truth that this case and this victim was being harassed and manipulated. Was this victim being harassed and manipulated by Mr. Kenneth Petty's crew? Give me some energy surrounding how his friends were treating, his friends and family were treating Jennifer around that time after the incident. 1, 2, 3. First of all, it was a tire moment. Oh my God. You know what I really feel like? Now, here's the issue. I feel like Kenneth was in them streets. And I feel like at some point in time, he was giving them money. Or, you know, maybe it's the street name, his affiliations and stuff. And, you know, everything else like that, like buying into that or trying to think that some weird stuff like that, right? But I feel like it was a tower moment for them. But tower moments happen as well when it's build up. So he's been doing stuff. This is not a kid who was just all of a sudden he's in this situation with this girl. No. He's been doing stuff. He's been robbing, probably selling drugs, acting like a delinquent, not in school. This is a build up, right? But the tower in the reverse, this is people that don't want to let this tower fall and allow him to go to jail. Okay? So his friends and family knew what type of person he was and what type of proclivities he had when it comes to being a menace. But they didn't want the tower to fall. They didn't want to learn. They didn't want him to learn. So what happens is you keep doing things like that recycling bag. You keep doing stuff and shit happens like this because you done went too far. And what they do, they don't want to learn from the tower. It was so much confliction. It was so much, like, it had people in an uproar. The Five of Wands, there was conflict. People was upset. People was fighting each other, verbally or whatever. People were at odds with this. Then you had this mother energy. But we know that Jennifer was without a mother present in her then situation. Her birth mother was not there. So we can't be talking about Jennifer. This mother energy has something to do motherly, cuddly, nurturing, wanting to nurture Kenneth Petty instead of allowing him to learn the hard way. Pretty much this Queen of Cups, nurturing. They want to nurture. They want to hold him tight after he did something bad. And they want to defend him. So I'm going to ask this, because Kenneth Petty's father was in that interview, was in that interrogation. Did Kenneth Petty's father believe that he was innocent? Now I'm going to just ask this. Did his father believe that he was innocent? 1, 2. the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the Musician. I feel like at the time he did. But, now here's the thing. He knew there was evidence. You know, those pentacles is evidence. He knew it was evidence when it first happened. This is a slow-moving night. He knew something because his eye was there. Did he know that his son did something? He had a hint of it, and he knew things would come out. Again, the Seven of Pentacles, taking stock into the situation, looking at things, looking at the harvest of what somebody sowed, right? There's evidence. He's seen it. I mean, even if he didn't see it physically, he's seen it in the story. He's seen it from the evidence collected. He's seen it from Jennifer's story. But yet and still, as a manifester, as the musician, which is a musician, pulling a rabbit out the hat and things like that, you pretty much created an illusion. Because just think about a musician doing magic, right? Pulling a rabbit out of a hat, you know, making the dollar disappear. The whole time is techniques and ways that you do it. So you see this, you see your son in his work, and you see the evidence of his work. But what you do is that you manipulate it in a way where this is not what this is. You make an illusion that it's something else. So as I think, so shall it be. That's what that is. So he eventually knew. He knew. But that's my son. That's what that is. Did his mama know he did it? After listening to the testimony, the examination, the evidence, all types of stuff like that, did his mama know he did that to Jennifer? Did his mama truly feel like he did that? 1, 2, let's see. 1, 2, 3. The son. Judgment. Death. Yes, she did. She knew. She knew. The son, obviously, that's how she feels about her son. But also, the sun shines light on the land. Everything. Everything's very clear when it comes to the sun. Okay, so when it comes to her son, even though she thinks the world of her son in a way, about time they got finished collecting everything they needed and everything else like that, that judgment, she feels like they judged correctly, even though that it was a plea deal, right? But she feels like they were on the right track. Okay. The death card is a transformation. You went from seeing your son in one light to another. You see how stark contrast this is? My son is beautiful. He is my son. So now I'm holding my son and we're facing judgment. But it's just. And it transformed us. You see how this happy shit got real dark? Because she knew. It got real dark. And the only thing she could do is hug her son, because that's what all of them wanted to do. Because it got dark. So then I'll ask this: does Nicki Minaj really genuinely feel like he sexually assaulted Jennifer Hughes? Because the God trying to tell her something, she already knows. She has to know, unless she just. You got to feel this. Does she, in her heart of heart, know that her husband raped Jennifer? I need to know from the heart. Does she know that he raped Jennifer? 1, 2, 3. The Moon, the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Six of Swords in the reverse. I really want to keep going. This is a self-centered person. Okay, fuck it. The Sun is in the reverse. It's her pride and her ego won't let her admit, but that Moon card is a very intuitive card, and it talks about deception, things, illusions. Things look different in the night. What it really says is that he deceived her, but her intuition and the messages from above has been trickling down on her about this man. But does she want to walk through these gates of intuition and really come up close to what looks scary or what looks different? Because scary things can look nice in the dark too. You never know. If she's going to walk through this gate, she'll see things clearly. Sometimes the fog covers up what something really is. Sometimes the moonlight and stuff covers up what something really is. And I do want to say this. My grandma always says a zebra never changes its stripes. It only goes deeper into the forest so you won't see it. And they can hide it better. So this is hidden things. Now, mind you, the moon card is also a time frame card. And I've been talking about time frame and timing and things coming out, receipts from past things. It's a time frame card. The moon card is the only time frame card. Also, that means that even if she didn't know everything, over time, she will. Because it's going to come out. It will come out. She will get that information with that Knight of Swords. The Eight of Wands is in the reverse. Things not moving fast enough. Things not coming together. Also, when she approaches him, because he tells her one thing, but then she got to be careful about what she says to him because it's going to lead to an argument. If she start pressing too much on this, that, and the third, if she take that interrogation video and start pressing the issue, he's going to argue with her. And also, she doesn't want to look bad. But no one wants to look bad. But the underlying thing is that this is not no healing stuff. They're in turbulence. This Six of Swords in the reverse is turbulence. Okay? But it's also a communication card. And it also talks about the communication that's on the internet too right now. Yeah. But, she brings this up and she talks about it. It's going to be a mess. They can't heal from this. I mean, if you choose to be with somebody like that, I mean, hey, stand tall in it. But he gotta not lie and be honest. That's just like your lawyer who's going to defend you. Sometimes you got to tell your lawyer the truth so they can best defend you. You know what I'm saying? You got to tell your wife the truth so they can best defend you. But however, you don't want to tell her everything. And then she also has an ego and she wants to look right. You know, everybody has an ego. You know, you don't want to admit that your husband be raping females, because come to find out, I also heard this thing where it's though they said that he was Jennifer is not the only person that he did that to. Matter of fact, his friend that used to harass Jennifer and her family on behalf of him came out and apologized. I think his name is Corey or something like that. Came out and apologized because his sister passed away, and come to find out, Kenneth Petty raped his sister. So did that happen? Did Kenneth Petty sexually assault more than one female? 1, 2, 3. And then Jennifer said after he did it, he went in the mirror and was like, I'm the man. I'm the man. So has he tried to sexually assault more than Jennifer? 1, 2, 3. Say what it is. Say what it is. Yes. And you see that knife? You see that sword? The Ace of Swords upright is the truth. Yes, he did. And mind you, he did it with a knife. At knife point. You see that? Knife on skin at knife point. Boom. Yes, he did. And this evidence by way of a victim speaking. So somebody told somebody. They probably kept it a secret, but it was told. So this is not the first time Kenneth Petty has ever done anything like that to a female. So I don't know, but I'm going to do some more readings on it. It's not going to be my last time doing a reading on these people. Because, yeah, I'm going to upload again after I take this little break. And I'm going to do another reading. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace. Oh, shoot, I like this. I'm doing a little round 1, 2, 3, whatever readings and stuff. I got 5 good readings on me. So I just passed 2. You know, I had to drop the end of the first one, but then I'm on the second one. Now I'm on the third, fourth, fifth. You know, work with me. Look, man, I got a whole bunch of distractions and stuff going on, but I don't give a damn. I'm going to do this shit. All right? Because I may not be able to do it tomorrow because I'm going to be busy. So I love y'all for real. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.